I'm in the hanky-panky pasture looking at these two, deciding whether they have or haven't been at it. I'll just explain a little bit about Keeva and what the situation is with Keeva coming to us to run with a stallion, but Keeva not being ours. So this mare at the background, this buckskin mare, is Keeva. She does not belong to us. She belongs to Langdale Connemara's, who do have Facebook and Instagram. So you can follow them there if you want to see Keeva in her home before and after this. Harley is on loan to us and Keeva's come to run with him. So actually neither of these ponies belong to me at all. So Harley is a loan stallion we've had for a couple of years. He doesn't normally accept visiting mares. It's normally just our mares and then his home stud mares. And I have been asked this question a lot, how come Keeva's come? Keeva's come because we needed company for Harley and she ticks all the boxes for what we needed at this time. And so I got in touch with her owners. I reached out to say, is Keeva available? I am in need of someone to keep Harley company, and she just ticks exactly what I needed. She's an experienced mare who knows Harley because they've had a foal together before, who normally gets in foal easily, who I know, a good mare to keep, easy to look after, straightforward. She knows me, she knows our setup, she knows him. Like, we just wanted something straightforward and easy. That's what we needed. Being this late in breeding season, having had a few hiccups along the way, that's what we needed for him. Wasn't it, my man, my sweaty boy? So that is why Keeva is here. Does it mean that Harley's available to visiting mares? No, he currently isn't, but whether they decide to change that in the future, that's an open question. So he may be available to selective visiting mares in the future. Currently he's not, and Keeva is doing us a massive favour by being here. So Keeva coming here as a visiting mare, she won't be foaling with us. She's going to stay a bit longer than your average visiting mare. Is she winking? She's going to stay a little bit longer than your average visiting mare. Normally a visiting mare would come just to get in foal and go. Keeva's going to stay for the winter to keep him company. She'll go home in spring when we start our breeding season 2027, and he will have other company mares coming to him to get in foal. So that's how long Keeva's staying for and why. She'll be going home to foal. She'll be foaling, it'll be like next July, August, sometime late next year. The foal will belong to Langdale Connemara's. It's not my foal. She's just literally come as a visiting mare to get in foal, and she's staying for an extended period to help us out, because otherwise this boy would be on his own for winter. So that's what she's doing here. That's why she's staying that long. No, the foal isn't ours. No, that the mare won't be staying here to foal. And also people have said, well, if Keeva can come and we're not finished with breeding season, why don't we put Ginny back in with Patrick, for example? And that is because Keeva's owners, Langdale Connemara's, are happy to have a late foal next year, a July or even August foal next year. They can work with that. They've got a very different setup to us. So for me, it's too late for my breeding season. I don't want mares foaling that late next year just because of my setup. With the fell, you know, it doesn't really work. So we really want to try and keep it a little bit earlier. So that's why Keeva can get in foal now and have a late foal next year, because it's not going to be me foaling her out. It's not going to be me having a mare with a foal up foot next year. That's for Langdale Connemara's, and they are perfectly fine with that. So breeding season is definitely over for me, but not for Harley and Keeva's owners, Langdale Connemara's. So hopefully that's cleared up a few things about Keeva and what she's doing here. Any more questions, let me know. And stay tuned for more hanky-panky pasture action, or at least hopefully some evidence of it.